Welcome to our chairperson, Professor J. Mandal from Regional Institute of Education and CRT Bhopal. Thank you, sir, to join us. And
Thank you.
I also welcome to co-chairperson, Dr. Sanjay Pandagle from RI Institute, Regional Institute of Education and CRT Bhopal. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Uh, before beginning the session, I would like to introduce our eminent chair and co-chairperson, Professor J. Mandal sir and Dr. Sanjay Pandagle sir. Dr. J. Mandal sir is presently working as a professor in Department of Botany, Regional Institute of Education and CRT Bhopal. Sir obtained his doctorate PhD in botany from Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Sir has over 30 years of teaching and research experience, and his area of interest and specialization in propagating planting through tissue culture. Sir has established many laboratories in this area. He has published many research papers in international and national journals on propagating planting through tissue cultures. Sir has attended many national and international workshops, conferences, and seminars. So please share your valuable words with us.
Well, very good morning to all of you. I extend hearty welcome to each one of you to this August gathering. Thank you, Dr. Jyoti Nema, moderator cum co-chairperson. Respected colleagues, Dr. Sanjay Pandagale sir, the Associate Professor of Education in RIE, NCERT Bhopal. Moderator cum co-chairperson, Dr. Jyoti Nema, and rapporteur, Mr. Pandey. Dear research colleagues from across the country, I extend hearty welcome to each one of you to this August gathering. All of us are assembled in this national endeavor, the National Education Day, to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sir Ramanujan. We are befittingly organizing the seminar in this context, in the commemoration of Sir Ramanujan. We pay glowing tribute to Sir Ramanujan. He is very much there. He is amidst all of us. Through the research work of our delegates, the research work of our scholars across the country, we are gradually making inroads into the mathematics and how mathematics is related to all the sciences. We no longer stand in isolation to treat mathematics as a separate branch. It is so intricately associated with the other branches. It touches our life. We look around us and we find the mathematical, the applications, the mathematical principles behind the systems, the principles to understand the different principles or the theories in the living beings. Mathematics really is a wonderful subject, and in this pandemic situation, the COVID-19 pandemic situation, what is the impact of this infectious disease, that the COVID, the coronavirus, how this virus is taking a havoc, creating havoc to the human population over the globe. So to understand this effect of this, the viral attack, the mathematical, the principles, the mathematical application is essential to understand it. So similarly, when we look at the environment, wherever we look around us, we find that a certain pattern is very much there. The pattern is reflected in every structure. So there, I think we can create interest among our students. We can make the students interested in the subject of mathematics, and how could they relate the mathematics to the daily life. That I think it is the responsibility of all of us to make this subject interesting, and so that the mathematics do not stand alone. Thus, with these few words, I once again I feel this National Mathematics Day is giving us the opportunity to put forth our viewpoints so that we can take our country to a greater height. So, with these few words, I call upon each one of you. I congratulate each one of you for participating in this August gathering, and I hope we will come out successfully with certain observations so that together we can build our nation. So once again, I just thank each one of you for joining this session. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to introduce our co-chairperson, Sir Dr. Sanjay Pandale, as a President of Education from Regional Institute of Education. Earned his PhD degree from Barkatullah University, Bhopal. Sir has gained expertise in information and communication technology (ICT) and has area of special interest are educational statistics, educational technology, educational measurement and evaluation, gender issues in education, educational management. Sir has over 20 years of teaching experience. He attended many national and international conferences and seminars and published 3 books. He also published many reflective and research articles in national and international journals. Sir visited China in 2007 to attend workshop on ICT sponsored by UNESCO Bangkok and also attend second workshop on ICT at Guri. Presently, he is in charge of EPSAL and Information Communication Center RINCR Bhopal. Apart from this, presently he is Maharashtra and Goa, research study on SSA, member of monitoring team of Chhattisgarh and SSA, and also team member of National Achievement NAS. Thank you, sir, to join us. Sir, please share your valuable word with us.
Thank you, Dr. Nirma. Respected Professor Mandal sir, Dr. Jyoti Nirma, other participants. First of all, let me extend congratulations to all of us on the occasion of the National Mathematics Day. Mathematics is a language which is very important in our day-to-day life. We can observe that, we can feel that mathematics is available, or just our life is engrossed by mathematics. Nothing in our life is complete without mathematics. So on this occasion, I would once again, I would like to congratulate all of you. And without taking much time, I would like to extend my best wishes to all the participants. And whenever I feel, I will intervene after the presentation of our participants. For time being, this is from me. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. Now we should start our session. Participants have joined. So now I call Namita Basnota ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Professor Ajay Mandal, Dr. Sanjay, Dr. Jyoti. And I'm just presenting my screen.
Please start.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So my paper that I have submitted is on innovative ways of teaching mathematics in schools. And I'm Namita Visnotra. I would like to introduce myself that I'm an educator, innovator. I'm working in GD Goenka Public School, Vasant Kunj for past 18 years. And this paper includes some of the innovations, I couldn't include all, which I have done and implemented in my own school, GD Goenka Public School with the children. And I've been conducting webinars and workshops for teachers all over India. I have also conducted webinars for Gulf nation teachers on innovative ways of teaching mathematics. I have written scripts for NCERT. I have contributed my content in NOS, and my latest contribution is in Diksha platform with my videos. And also I have my YouTube channel, Mathetics. So I will be now starting with my paper, which includes a lot of innovations. I will be taking some of them, a few, but here in my presentation, I'll be talking about what I did, the results, and the recommendations. So the innovative ideas go through many research, observations, and modifications in the classroom. And then one innovative idea is formed. So the research, what I observed was that the children in the math classes do not participate to a level like they participate in Hindi and English classes. So that was my first concern, first observation. So I researched on their interest, and in a brief survey, the result keywords are friends, sports, watching movies, drawing, stories, and more is what they like the most in the classrooms. So that is their interest, area of interest. Then there was second observation, which I felt and which still I'm working on it, is that why is it that when the same teacher is teaching, then why the marks vary? You know, someone is getting 90, or someone is getting 80, someone's getting 60. So it's not about marks, it's not about their scoring, but it's a learner focus, that what is happening, what are the factors, why there is a difference like that. So again, I conducted a brief survey in the class and conducted surveys. And I tried to discuss with the children, talk to them that what are the areas where they find maths difficult. So to my surprise, I came to know the children who are very good at doing maths, they said they find it difficult to draw figures, they don't like geometry. A good student saying, I don't like geometry, I can't draw figures. Whereas another one is saying, ma'am, I can't learn tables, or I can't learn the formulas. The others were saying, ma'am, I find this concept very difficult and all. So there, and statement sums is when I conduct webinars from the teachers, the first thing they want me to share with them is the statement sum. So this is how, these are the common things that we come across. So the solution to this, I felt at that time, this is in 2007, when I felt that the solution is math for all, I have to do something. I have to innovate my classroom in such a way that each and every child benefits. But then I kept the basis of only two things for my innovations. When I started doing my innovations, was that their area of interest has to be there, means it has to be there what they like doing. Otherwise, they'll not be happy doing mathematics. And secondly, I include what they find difficult, and I started creating different kind of innovative math activities. So I'll take you through this. These are my innovations, and I tried to take to include one or two of all of these in my paper. And I couldn't include all of them because the paper limit was 5,000. So maybe another paper for that. So the first is where I felt the child is finding it difficult, individual mental blocks if they have. So I created mnemonics. Shortcuts to draw figures in geometry is something very interesting. I may be sharing. Math tricks is every teacher's favorite. So every teacher creates. Then math and origami activities for the classroom and for math lab activities. Then we come to these days national education policies talking of integration. So I will also be sharing some integrated activities here. So you are listing of art integrated activities, sports integrated activities, but my integration has gone even further. For example, I integrated two concepts to create an activity, and children are exploring multiple concepts there, and or a project where they are exploring and applying it in their daily lives. I also try to integrate some subjects. For example, there was a maths project on water, and then the subjects were like EVS and all, or sciences were integrated with it. But then the most effective way and innovations that I want to share, which is so difficult to find otherwise in the maths classrooms, is teaching math concepts through outdoor and indoor activities. Now, this is something very difficult. Most of the times we pick up what is around. So I went deep into it because, again, I said my activities are based on the children, and children find some concepts difficult. So I thought, let me make them visualize in different ways. So you will see some different forms here. Then another problem area was statement sum. So the good suggestion to that is that we should have some math vocabulary activities in that. So for that, math role play is a good activity. And then I could create activities from class 5 to class 8 for all the topics. Some of them are definitely there in NCERT manuals, but then they are over and above. Thankfully, I have a management, GD Goenka, which supports me with all kind of manipulatives that I want. And they provide that, and they're very, very appreciative about innovations in the teachings in the classroom. I will be showing you that. And also one activity I want to share, and I request Jyoti ma'am to give me extra 2 minutes for this, is that this Mathy Theatre, this was recognized by NCERT about 10 years back. And now in National Education Policy, we are talking about it. We are finding solutions, and there was one created. At that time, I wrote a script, and it was dramatized by my children, and then it was shot by NCERT. So much is in store. I'll try to take just some of these examples. And again, I've taken only some examples in my paper, and maybe in the following papers or on individual basis, I can share all this with you. Now, the first thing is that when you go to the classrooms and we have activities, one thing that comes to our mind is what to innovate. So I'm just bringing a situation to you. It's the situations in the classroom, because these are learner-based activities. The children only tell what to innovate.
Ma'am, please share your screen again.
Okay, I'll just share my screen, and thank you for telling me that my screen has not been shared. So here, look at the situation here where the teacher teaches decimals, and she gives simple questions. She's already taught the decimal algorithm like this, and she gives two questions: 1.2 multiplied by 3 is 3.6, and 0.2 is multiplied by 0.3, 0.06. Now a child is observing and says, why is it that the product here of the P part is smaller than both the multiplicands? Now, till now, a class 7 child has been taught that multiplication is a repeated addition. So I'm inviting now solutions to this. I have included solution to this in my paper. So this is how there are situations. How would you solve and satisfy the curiosity of a child? Do we need an activity there? Can we innovate an activity? This is how we innovate. So this is, I will be sharing now some of the activities which are there in the paper, and I'm sure some will be here. This is the first one is the shortcuts. So there a child is saying, ma'am, I can't draw the polygons. And this is quite normal in primary classes. The teacher, after pentagon, they find it so difficult. So I created a pattern trick for them. So here the activity is enabling them to think mathematically and look for patterns. So the pattern is of dot, two lines, parallel lines are given, and the dots are there. So 0 dot gives a quadrilateral, 1 dot will give a pentagon, and 2 dots will give a hexagon, like that. Then there is another one which I want to share is mnemonics, which this is for months, days trick. And the mnemonic used here is for primary classes when they don't remember, we have seen this mnemonics where the hands are there, not this one. It is Aja Samne. A word where a child learns Aja Samne, remembers, relates it to A, J, S, N, and learns only 4 months, which are with 30 days. So a child doesn't have to learn, all 12 months. Mnemonics, Aja Samne, AJSN, and they just learn 4 months, April, June, September, and November. And please see carefully, I've written JE for them so that it is June, it is not January. So like that, another one is this number line activity where integration with their own body, like sir just said, let them look around, find things. So there are, they have number of activities they're looking around. So I have here kept what is even rare. So here I will show you one classroom of mine, that how I could achieve my maths for all in the video, short video. So like this, and then Then the questions were asked. Now I will quickly take you through some outdoor activities of concept building, which I said is something which is rare. So if you have to create a concept of LCM, children can be taken to the playground, and here they are jumping on the multiples. Then when two children jump, they find the common multiples and the least common multiple. Jyoti ma'am, I'm rushing up fast. Then it's very rare activity which even I took years to think that how I can bring distributive property of multiplication over addition to the playfield. And there we go. And here children are tying dupattas. So I told them that their area of interest is friends. So here they chose their friends and they're tying dupattas. And with that, they're forming groups of 3 and distributing themselves in the circles with the play of music and stopping. When they stop, they stand here. And then we find how many groups are there. And finally, in the class, then the follow-up session is where what is distributive property. Another one is 50 meters races, where we talk of in art sports integration. And now I come quickly to my the one of the biggest innovations I would say that I feel is, which really took dance teachers and music teachers. I had to take their help and build this. This is Math Theater, where we are building math concepts in the form of movies, TV serials, and all. So for this, I wrote a math play, and this was shot by Scriptworks N2 NCERT, and they shortlisted the script also. And in the math play, I included history, applications, illustrations, introduction of units, conversion, everything. And the play and the characters were there, and they prepared. Dance teachers helped me to play, make the dance. And I'll just show you just a 10 seconds video of the play, and then it ended with a conversion song. So I'll just show you that also. So like that, it is a 20 minutes play. It's a 20 minutes play. And I will be not showing you this song. It ended with a song which I wrote, the lyrics on the conversion. And this was recorded in the CIT NCERT Delhi. So there is a pic of that. I'll just play it quickly for you. So like this. The paper, so it is a need of the day is that we should create for learners, we should collaborate with the co-teachers, and we should contribute to the society. My result of these practices are as such that the classes became more interesting. You have seen my classroom, it was math for all, everybody was participating. The students start visualizing the concepts. I have created math lab activities, so that also helped. And removing math fear, experiencing a shift. Yes, sir. Sir, I'm just on the last slide. So I'm coming to the recommendations. My recommendations are that there should be no notebook work. There should be a notebook work day, because maths is related to the notebooks. We can have maths resource labs. We can have more concept building activities in art integration and sports integration. So the idea is that we can have concepts here. And also, I also request that if we can improve our digitized TV content, where a child is simply watching math serials and the whole concept is clear to him. So with this, I like to thank the NCERT for providing me this platform, my school, my management, principal, academic heads and teachers of GT Goenka, and above all, my students who participate wholeheartedly in all my innovative activities. Thank you, sir. Now questions, please. And stop presenting.
Hello.
Right, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, any other questions?
Namita ji, congratulations. Only what I mean that the practices, the innovative practices It was,
सेशन को रुचि मैडम चला रही है।
I mean, it was in which standard, which grade you I mean, innovated those practices?
Sir, I have innovated these practices for classes 3 to 5 and 6 to 8. Like distributive property is for class 6 and multiples is for class 4. So I have complete innovation set and activities starting from class 3 to class 8 at different levels, sir. And in fact, almost all the content.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Whether the students were exposed to come up with their innovative ideas to create these practices, the innovations?
Yes, sir. There are projects like that where the children participate and they build the things, they create their things, and we are at the back, and they are given opportunities to find the maths around them. And these, in this way, we do small group activities also, sir, in the class where a situation is given to them. And sir, like role play is also one of such. But I was talking about vocabulary.
Right, Namita ji. Okay, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Now our next participant is